All right, y'all, we are at Zion National Park. In today's video, I'm going to take you through the national park and show you the roads. There's some pretty cool roads and there's some nice treats along the way. I got my Pan America there. This is actually my inaugural ride on it. I wanted to show that little sporty off. You're looking good, lady. Dave's got the old sweeper. Look at this. All right, we're going to ride. Let me take you in the park, show you what it's all about. It's really not that long of a national park. It's a fairly short jaunt through it, but absolutely beautiful. Anytime you're running the national park, you gotta pay to get in. I think the park pass is the best deal and I get one every year. Waiting for everybody to get paid is probably one of the worst parts about getting into a national park, and sometimes some national parks are so busy you have to actually have an appointment to get in. One of the first things you're going to notice are these red roads. They're in really good condition, but the color is pretty unique to the west, finding this red colored pavement, and the terrain is much different on either side of the big tunnel. Now, there are little tunnels that you'll go through to get to the long tunnel, like this one we're coming up on right now, but they're really short. The inside is pretty neat though, because it's not like any other tunnel. You see the stone kind of top to it. Anyhow, this terrain is much different than what you're going to find on the other side of the park. But the views are equally astonishing in both directions. This is such unique landscape, and I can see why they dedicated Zion as an actual national park. Okay, so we are about to go through the tunnel. Right now we got all the bikes here lined up, and it'll stop you a little bit because this tunnel's kind of narrow. This is a very long tunnel, and there's just a couple of outlooks that carved into the side of it that'll let you see. Oh, we're going. That lets you see out over the edge. It's way up there. When we get out on the other side, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But this is just a huge, I mean, look at it. It's just one big mountain. And this tunnel is gonna go right straight through the middle of it. One thing you're going to notice different about this tunnel than the other ones in the park is that the material inside is no longer natural rock. This tunnel is actually constructed with construction materials all around the walls and the ceiling. Being that it is over a mile long, that is probably some of the reason. Now you're going to see windows like that one you just saw there throughout this tunnel. Now I'm going to fast forward this real quick because I don't want you to wait for the entire mile-and-a-half ride. Here comes one more window. Beautiful view. You can see the canyons are right outside of you as you're tunneling through the middle of this mountain. Another thing you're going to notice is that it has this arched ceiling, and that is the reason they stop traffic one way. Back then, cars were much smaller. Now with the bigger RVs, you cannot fit through the sides without scraping the top. Here comes another window view, and we're going to have one more very large window coming up here in a second, which really gives you a scope of how high up in this mountain you are. We are a long ways up here and it is beautiful. I love driving by these windows. Here it comes, you can see the light and bam! Look at that view, absolutely breathtaking. That is just amazing. I love this tunnel. It's one of my favorite tunnels in all of America. And I'm gonna run a little bit of a high speed here to get us through it, and we will get out into the other side where the scenery is absolutely going to change. The views are just further, the mountains are taller, the valleys are deeper, and the rock faces is now sheer instead of wind beaten. So now you can see that window. That was a huge window we drove by, but look how little it looks from down here. That is the mountain we came through. That is absolutely remarkable. And this road just twists and winds all the way down through to the other side. So the reason they stop the traffic halfway is because those big tall RVs like that, they can't make it through on both sides. If you look at the top of that thing, it's actually curved. So they have to ride through the center lanes to clear. And if they had one coming each side, they'd scrape on the angle of the top. So anytime there's a big RV or bus coming through, they have to stop the traffic and run it one way through that tunnel. There's another one of the windows right up there. What do you guys think of the park so far?
Amazing. Breathtaking. I love the red road. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. Yeah, red road's beautiful. Awesome.
It's hard to keep your eyes on the road.
It is. There's a lot to see out here. You would never think that land so barren from vegetation. I mean, there is definitely vegetation here, and more than you might think of, but such little vegetation can still create such incredible beauty. Riding through this national park is truly a unique experience. You almost feel like you're on a completely different planet. This park is not like any other park I have experienced. The colors are just so vibrant and the terrain changes so drastically, and this road is perfectly paved, winding in and out of the canyons and mountains. It's Zion National Park and it is astounding. Look at these views, y'all. They're absolutely spectacular. All these bikes riding, and look at the road. Look at the twisty down there. That's what it's like coming all the way up here. Pretty impressive. A lot of fun to ride and no traffic. After you come out the other side of the park, you enter into a little town called Springdale, and quickly coffee shops and little boutique restaurants and cute little stores and things pop up everywhere. And this is where you can get, you know, food, dinner. This is a hub. This is where a lot of people stay. We actually are staying on the other side in a place called Orderville. We got a big group home up on top of the mountain there with multiple bedrooms that everybody kind of stayed at. The only bad part is it's on a little bit of a gravel road, but that didn't stop us at all when we were pulling up out of there this morning. We're gonna eat here at Jack's Sports Bar and Grill. Should be delicious.
Be amazing.
And we are no stranger to flooding restaurants.
No, we are used to that.
I hope you all enjoyed riding Zion National Park with myself and my friends. Be sure to add this one to your bucket list and stay tuned to my channel as I give you many more great rides.